underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll roll him out right. They'll get this off to Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Chandler Jones brings one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 14. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage. range, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
First down, Chiefs.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Mahomes now on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. That's out to the flat for Akers. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Room past the 20. And he's out right at the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must-drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chiefs 7, Rams 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the ground, it's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
26-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Rams 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Brian Poole. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Rams 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd down and 5. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
49 the mic, watch 49.
Second and 5. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 16. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Kansas City, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.